Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Wills React. I'm Wills. Now, I know I always say this, but if you've been here before, I'd like to say a massive thank you for coming back and checking out another one of these videos. If it's your first time here at the channel, welcome to the channel and a massive thank you for all your support. Before we go any further, I just have to get all the, hit the subscribe button, do the like, but all that sort of thing. It would be massively helpful and I'd really appreciate it. I've got a couple more videos. I think this is the fourth video so far. So hopefully the fourth of many. Anyway. So, the song we're going to be looking at today is one of my favourite songs from the classic Metallica album, the Black Album, that's as it's known as. And my favourite song on here, or one of my favourite songs, is Sad But True. This is a belter of a song. I'm sure you know this already. Now, I was never a massive Metallica fan. I always thought it was a little bit too thrash for me. And I was more into your classic rock, your classic metal, your hair metal, as they called it back then. But round about the time of And Justice for All, round about 1989, I think they released the single One, and I love that track. I think that's amazing. And I really like some of their earlier stuff. I like some of the stuff on the Master of Puppets album. I love Seek and Destroy from the Kill 'Em All album. But then then the Black Album, what can you say about the Black Album? They released Enter Sandman, I think just before the album was released. And that was playing everywhere, and I really got into that. I think that is a tune and a half. And then Sad But True came out. Now, I can't remember whether I'd heard the song first before the album, whether I'd seen them live. Because basically, the first time I saw Metallica live, I've seen them twice. And the first time I saw them live was at the 1990 the 1990 Donington Monsters of Rock Festival at Donington Park here in the UK. And on that bill that day, it was in August 1990, and if I remember rightly, it was the Black Crowes opening up, it was Motley Crue, it was Queensryche, Metallica, and AC/DC. And I think this album, the Black Album, had just come out, or was just about to come out, and I just remember standing in that field, and they played Sad But True, and I was blown away by it. It's just like one hell of a tune, I think. Now, the version we're going to have a look and listen to today isn't the studio version. It's a live version from not the Donington Monsters of Rock, but the Moscow Monsters of Rock. And I think this was also in August 1990. But I've not seen this video before. I was looking around on YouTube and I came across a complete version of the Moscow Monsters of Rock show Metallica 1990, and I haven't seen it before, and it looks amazing. I've just skipped through the first couple of songs and the sound on it is amazing. So I thought before I watch Sad But True, I'd set the old camera up and I'd do a bit of reaction to it. Just before we jump in, it's the kind of the older Metallica lineup of James Hetfield on guitar and vocals, Kirk Hammett on guitar, Lars Ulrich of course on the drums, but Jason Newsted is still the bassist at this point. I used to really like Jason Newsted. I thought he was the coolest member of Metallica anyway. But let's get on with it. Let's take a listen. As I say, I know the song, very familiar with the song, love the song, but I've never seen this version of the video before, apart from about the first 5 seconds where I've just queued it up. So let's give it a listen, shall we? If we can get it working. Here we go.
How's it sounding out there? Okay.
I'm doing all right, thanks, James.
New shit right now, so if you got the new album, you ought to sing along, because probably not too many of you do. But I'd like to say,
so obviously the album's just been released by this point, August 1990. Those chords are something else, aren't they? Jason Newsted, he is one cool character. The sound on this is fantastic. I've no idea how the sound will sound on this video, but in these headphones, it sounds amazing. The kick drum sound that's brilliant. Really nice heavy guitars. I used to have that t-shirt. I just love James Hetfield's vocals in this. He's a little bit higher pitched than he is now, but then again, it's 20, 30 years ago. Blimey. God, I'm old. They're a great live band. As I say, I saw them in Donington 1990. I also saw them on their headlining tour for this album. So I'm kind of half talking, half watching. Let me just pause it a sec. It sounds so good. It really does. Now, the second time I saw Metallica was on the Black Album tour, the headlining tour. And I saw them in the G-Mex in Manchester, which I don't think exists anymore. It was quite a big venue. And they had their big in the round, was it the Snake Pit stage they called it? Something like that. It was like an in the round stage, and Lars would pop up here and there in this drum kit. And I don't remember a huge amount. I've got a couple of photos from the gig. But the sound, I also remember there was no support band. If I can remember rightly, I think there was a video about Metallica, which was in place of a support band. And I just remember they played for what seemed like hours. And when they played this song, I mean, it just blew my mind. I just love this. It's probably my favourite Metallica track. But I'm not over familiar with their new work, to be honest. Well, say new. Anything post Black Album, I'm not massively familiar with. I really will have to listen to more of their stuff. But let's carry on. I think James Hetfield even, is such a strong guitar. His rhythm playing is absolutely bob on. And to be able to sing as well whilst do that. I mean, I like Kirk Hammett as well. I love his, I like his style, I like his solo style. It seems to be quite simple. Simple, says me who can't play guitar. But it's just this, they complement each other a lot. I know a lot of people say, oh, you know, Metallica was Cliff Burton and Dave Mustaine and this isn't the real Metallica, all that rubbish. But I just think they really gel together. Their guitar tones really work together. I really like Lars's playing, and I like that really, it sounds obvious, I was going to say percussive sound of his drum kit. Of course it's percussive, it's a drum kit for God's sake. But there's a click to his kick drum. I'm sure drummers can tell me more about the sound, how it's tuned and all that. But he's got two kick drums there, I've only just noticed that. Interesting. It's such a good kick sound. Love this bit. And I like that sort of almost gunshot type snare sound. Here we go, I like this solo. I mean, it's a good solo for someone who can't play solos, but it's probably not my favourite solo. It's a bit widdly. I like widdly solos, but it fits the song, which is kind of what you want a solo for. I like a solo that I can remember, whistle or hum, but it does the job and it does it perfectly. And I just think there's something really special about this song, and the attitude as well, the anger. The tone of his voice, it just really works. It really works. I'm your hate when you want love. I think when I was younger, the reason I thought Jason Newsted was cool is because he shaved his head at the sides. I don't know why I thought that was cool. After I finished recording this, I want to sit and watch the whole of this video. It looks so good. And they've all aged pretty well as well. I mean, they don't look that much different. Okay, James has got shorter hair. Kirk's got grey hair now instead of black, but they look the same. They sound very similar. As I say, James is a little bit higher here, but, you know. Oh, we're coming to the end.
Thank you very much, Harry.
Thank you very much. That was so good. That was so good. I really enjoyed that. Not seen that before at all. I will definitely be watching the rest of the gig. I don't know what more to say really. I hope you enjoyed it. Have you seen Metallica live? Do you have a favourite Metallica album? Do you favour their later stuff? Do you favour their older stuff? I'm just blown away by that. I love that. I've got goose pimples just by listening to that. It really takes me back to being that 15-year-old kid standing there in that field. Oh, it was so good. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching. As I said earlier, if there's any chance you could do the subscribe even, the like, the comment, all of that, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much, and see you next time.